Hey there, YouTube, and welcome to Mentorship Monday. This is Matt, and today we got another question from Peter Millick. He's a regular YouTube watcher and commenter, and he asked a question on our YouTube page a couple of weeks ago about due diligence. And so it's a pretty thorough process in evaluating a rental property, whether it's a big property, large property, and you get a period in the contract. You should ask for a period in your contract called the due diligence period. So anything, small property, large property, even if it's through a wholesaler or something like that, and they're not giving you much time to close, you want to get a little bit of time that you can do a little bit of inspection and verification of the information you're being told about this property. And if the information is not what you're being told, you can pull out, get your deposit back, everything like that. That's called a due diligence period. And it's just a period of verification. On larger projects like apartment buildings or commercial, that period can be upwards of 30 to 45 days or even more, right? On small projects like a single family home, could be a week, could be a couple of weeks, whatever it is. But you want to make sure that your contract asks for a due diligence period, okay? Now, I wrote an article on Bigger Pockets on due diligence and what to ask for. So check the notes below on this video, and you'll see the link for that Bigger Pockets article. So check that out. Now, to answer Peter's question, this is what you should do during due diligence, kind of on a macroscopic level, and read the article for all the details. Okay. Number one, you want to verify your income. So you want to ask if the property's rented. You want to ask the owner for a copy of their rent roll and a copy of any leases that they have on the property. You are entitled to those things. And by the way, you should be getting the original leases at closing that protect you, because you're inheriting those lease contracts too as an owner. So you want a rent roll and a copy of all the leases that are in place on the property. If it is not rented, then you want to just verify that the property is going to rent through what you think it's going to rent for by doing some online research, perhaps on Rent-O-Meter or looking on Craigslist to see if properties are listed on Craigslist at about what you think you're going to rent it for. Number one, verification of income. Number two, you want to go and do a physical inspection. That could be by hiring a third-party professional to go and inspect it for you. If you're newer to the business, I highly recommend you kicking out the dollars to paying someone to go and inspect the property with you on behalf of you, either a contractor or a professional, to make sure that you catch all the inspection issues, just points of repair that you're going to need to be aware of. You could also bring in specialists, like we typically will bring in a roofer or an HVAC repair guy, or both, or a plumber or an electrician, whatever. If I see things that I know need to be looked at by a professional, I'll bring them in during the due diligence period to inspect whatever that thing may be that I want to get more data on. So bring in a professional, either a first part of a full inspector or a trade of some sort to inspect certain things. Then you want to verify the expenses. So the owner really needs to, the current owner that you're buying the property from, needs to send you copies of their bills, because in the write-up on the property and in your projections on the property, you probably put in there, or they probably told you, well, my electric expenses are $3,000 a year, and my real estate taxes are this, and my insurance is this, and they're telling you these things. But you have to verify these things, especially in utilities. You want to get copies of utility bills. I typically go back 18 months. And you chart them in a nice little Excel spreadsheet, and you can see on average where they come out, and make sure that what you put in your underwriting, your pro forma for the property, matches with what the owner's real invoices are for the property. Okay, utilities, real estate taxes, you can call the tax office and confirm what the real estate tax amount is on the property, and on down the line from there. Any expense, even if you want to go so far as to calling their landscaper or calling who does their maintenance and confirming about what the maintenance bills are on the property, whatever you need to do to verify the expenses. So far we've gone through income, doing a physical inspection, verifying the expenses, and the last thing, this depends on the deal. Sometimes you're buying a property that requires some environmental inspection. It's called a phase one. That's something else you want to do during your due diligence. So you want to have a phase one environmental company come out and verify that there's nothing like underground oil tanks or large amounts of asbestos, or that they weren't storing like nuclear waste in some part of the property you're not aware of. Typically for single family homes and really small multi, you're not going to have to do this. For larger properties, anything that has any commercial on it, they're going to want to see it, and anything above 4 units, your bank is going to ask you for a phase 1 environmental study. Okay, so that's part of due diligence as well. You need to do that during your 30-day period of due diligence or however long you get. Again, read the article. There's more in there. This is a longer video, so I hope it was of value, guys. But help me at DeRosaGroup.com is the email address for Mentorship Mondays. As always, please shoot us in. I think we only have like one more in the pipeline, so please shoot us some questions, you guys, so we can get some more value out for you, for everybody watching. Help me at DeRosaGroup.com. If this video was of value, please share it with someone or leave a comment below so we can get into a little bit of a chatter on the YouTube page. Thanks for watching and have a great and profitable week, folks. Bye-bye.